Okay, so here we are at issue number 4. And I'm back in my room at home. Some of the posters probably look familiar, some of them you haven't gotten the chance to see before. That would be a Dogma poster up there, which I'm pretty sure I've mentioned somewhere before is one of my favorite movies. But Scott Pilgrim's right there, Jorah's Mask right there, that Praise Jeebus poster was there before. Yay! There's hardly any wall in this room. It's mostly composed of newspaper clippings and posters, and I'm the poor bastard who sometimes removes the front cover from my video games and will post those on my wall, which is why you can see my Devil May Cry 1 and 3. You know, those right there. I just realized I'm not wearing the headset this week. That's alright. It's not a terribly important part of the image. It's not the beret. What were we talking about again? Oh yeah, Batman. But before that, we need to talk Scribblenauts, as we always do. And I didn't buy a toy this week. But they're finally in print! It's very cool. These have only been in digital comic format up until now. So now we've got Scribblenauts comics in print. That's cool. That's awesome. Very excited for that. So I'm probably going to have to slowly start working my way to getting all of those. They're quite a while behind, but, you know, I'd be happy to pick those up too. So, very nice stuff. Very pleased to have that. Looks like it's going to be a fun issue. And I like Scribblenauts so much. And we're talking about other stuff I bought. My girlfriend reads Harley Quinn, so I picked this up for her while I was out. So, that covers that. But, alright. Week 4 of Batman Eternal, issue 4. The advertised Batman vs. Batgirl issue, which it was not, but I didn't really think it was going to be. It was just, you know, Batgirl punches him a few times, and he's like, you know, calm down. You need to come to your senses about this. No, shut up! Barbara just beats him for a few pages, but that's about it. I want a moment to examine this cover, just because, I mean... Alright. Looking at their position, how the hell does that work? Alright, look how his... I mean, it's a good cover. Don't get me wrong, it's a good cover, but just the sheer what the hell of it, once you really start to examine. So his foot is flying down here, Barbara's cape is between his legs, Barbara's is in such a position. How would you have to fall to get in this position? I don't get it, and I don't want to sit here and nitpick this cover all day, but it looks like they're either about to start scissoring, or Batman's gonna get a nice, thorough kick in the crotch. Oh boy, that's a funny thought. Okay, with that out of the way, talking about the comic itself. What did I think of the comic itself? Another good week. I think it's been another good week. Perhaps I'm not quite as excited as I was last week, but we're getting some of the smaller details figured out right now. And I was excited, particularly by, sorry, a little something in my throat there. Dustin Nguyen did the penciling on this issue. Dustin Nguyen is one of my favorite artists in comic books right now. I'm a big Dustin Nguyen fan. I mostly know him from Batgirl and Little Gotham, but man, he's just nice. His nice, really wispy style, like almost haunting in a way style. I really love that, and I'm pretty sure he was on issue 28 too of Batman, not Batman Eternal, issue 28 of Batman itself. So that looked like really good stuff. Here though, when he's not coloring it, it's not quite the same because again, we don't quite get that same wisp, but it's more of the it's more of the simplistic style that I said I prefer. So like, you know, just picking out this page. It's more of that, not as much grit and grizzle, which I prefer. Again, I like this style better, but I'm totally fine going back and forth, you know, as we're changing viewpoints and everything. Let's see a variety of different ways this could go. Let's see what all you could do with it. All that stuff. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing that as it develops. Okay, talking about the issue itself, because it's been like 5 minutes now. We see Gordon's trial, or pre-trial, whatever it is, where they basically say he's not going to have bail, and so they're going to lock him up in Blackgate until his trial proper. And so that really rips Barbara apart. That's really bad for her. So she goes out and starts beating the shit out of Professor Pyg's men, trying to get some kind of answer for it all. I do want a moment to mention 162 people are dead. Alright. Forbes said you would be lucky if it was in the triple digits. That would imply thousands of people are dead. I don't know the statistics of a train crash, of a subway crash. I don't know the implications of that. Alright, I live in Des Moines, Iowa. That sounds more like what I was expecting, but Forbes just blew it so out of proportion that now I'm like, you know, well, that's not nearly as bad as Forbes made it sound. So, there's that. Oh, boy. That's stupid, but whatever. Okay, alright, so with that said, talking about... Alright, so, yeah, Gordon's in prison. Barbara is out trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Why Gordon could see the gun when no one else could. And there was someone there. She said she's been studying what was happening, and there was a guy there, apparently like a Latino American soap opera star or something, who might have a connection to some drug cartels, who was standing at that train station for 3 hours, didn't board any trains, just stood there until Gordon came by and, you know, caused the trains to collide, and then walked away. Okay. That's an interesting lead. I'm curious about that. I wonder where that's gonna go. Alright, I'm interested in that one. Okay. So, there's that. What else of note really happened? Okay, Batman, dropped into Falcone's headquarters and beat the crap out of a bunch of his men. Falcone didn't give him any real answers, and Batman just, said, I'm gonna be watching you. You couldn't... Is Falcone allowed to be back? I mean, you couldn't just drag him off somewhere and have him arrested? Okay. I guess with Forbes in charge, no, you couldn't. But Batman doesn't know Forbes is in charge, so... Seems like it should be fine. I don't know. Did Falcone serve his time for his crimes in Gotham? It seems like Batman should have tried harder to drag him in. But he didn't, so... Okay. Alright, whatever. Stephanie had about a 2-page long scene. Crystal's fine. Thank goodness. Oh, boy. I would not have been pleased if Crystal Brown was dead. And she's being unusually sarcastic on the phone. When, Stephanie tells her, Dad's a member of this legion of supervillains and he's trying to kill me. Alright. Admittably, how would any mother react? But then it turns out she knows who he is. She knows he's the Clue Master, and she knows he's a criminal. Does she just know not to take him seriously? Is that what's up? Or, even worse, she had a line where she said, you have a problem, Arthur, while looking at a picture of him. And I certainly hope she wasn't I hope that wasn't a communicator or something. That can go both ways. That can go, you were supposed to give this up years ago. I can't believe you're still doing this. You're a monster. You have a problem, Arthur. That's one way it could go, and I certainly hope that's the way it went. Or it could go, you have a problem because your daughter's gonna rat on you to the police, Arthur. Okay. That's different. I certainly hope it's the first one. Because again, I like Crystal Brown. She's a good character. I don't want to see her antagonized in this story. Or maybe we'll just get, like, maybe something else will turn up. Maybe, maybe she's under his control, or some bad guy's control here, something like that. And then, as far as anything else that happened, at the end of the comic, Gordon gets taken to Blackgate, and I've not been reading the Forever Evil storyline, so I can't comment on, I can't say I've seen anything like this before. But they reveal who is currently the warden at Blackgate Prison. Her name is Agatha Zorbatos, and she's this white-herring, one-eyed woman who just looks like she needs a bad Russian accent. I put down the comic and I laughed. It's so over the top. She's so obviously evil prison warden-y. It's funny. Oh, jeez. I don't think we've had the chance to sit down and talk, not since you've been discharged from the GCPD. Not to worry. You've got nothing but time now. Guards, take our resident sharpshooter to his hospitality suite. Oh no, not that way. This way. She just sounds like she needs a bad foreign accent. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, it's so stupid. Oh, I don't know if I hope we don't see much of her, or if we see her a shit ton, because I just can't stop laughing at this character. It's so ridiculous. Oh, jeez. And the only other thing of note was Gordon got put in his jail cell. All the criminals are threatening to beat the hell out of him. Oh boy, this is going to be rough on him. I look forward to seeing Gordon try and hold his own. He gets put in a cell with Mr. Leone. All right, I did my research as far as a quick Google search goes. I don't think he's been in anything. I don't think he's been in anything, because the only search I got was, how to take a flight from Batman to Leone. There's apparently a city with an airport called Batman. Or maybe it's Batmon or something like that. No, there is a city somewhere on this planet named Batman. You learn glorious things by keeping up with this. So yeah, he gets put in a cell with Mr. Leone, who honestly could have just been called Mr. Moore. He looks like an old Alan Moore. Why not? I like Alan Moore. Or, I used to like Alan Moore. I don't like him quite as much now. I haven't liked him quite as much since he went on his hissy fit about how much he hates Harry Potter and turned the kid into an antichrist. Yes, that comic exists, I assure you. And he basically says, Alan Moore basically tells Gordon, "You're a dead man in here." That's a southern accent. Moore's from Northampton. "You're a dead man in here." Something like that. Something like that. Next issue will be Nanobot Nightmare. Why not? I'm game. I'm game. Another good issue. I'm not gonna say it's... Issues 3 and 1 are currently the ones that were the most exciting in my opinion, the ones that I've enjoyed the most. But, this one was fine. Maybe just odd-numbered issues are going to consistently be really, really good, and even-numbered issues will be good. So, okay, alright, well, with that said, I'm still anxiously waiting for week 5. I'm enjoying this series a lot. I'm not looking forward to stopping at any point soon, which is good because we've got about another 54 issues to go. Alright, so, that was issue 4 of Batman Eternal and my Scribblenauts comic. Everybody have a good one. I'll see you next week.